thinking about having another child after your 10th.
Oh, Uncle John, go ahead.
I was about 5 years old, and my mother was still trying to wean me from her breast.
That's a problem.
Did you say 5 or 15?
You never made it.
I love it.
Hey, you see one boob, you see them both.
Oh, what a pretty name. And what's the other one?
Yeah, come on.
No,
Anyway, it's a fact. When I was
St. Peter's.
3 years old, we were on 88 Main Street, and my mother was trying to wean me from her breast. I just love them.
Backed off the tangent again. Come on.
Anyway, she sent me to New Hamburg with Ellen. Oh, remember that? She says, well, just put black pepper. There's nothing about it. It tastes better.
Little spice.
Honey schnapps?
But anyway, she did send me
The hardest part was she had to boil the nipples first.
Let's get off of those nasty jokes. But then the train to New York Central used to stop at every little whistle stop. And it stopped at from Poughkeepsie to New Hamburg with about a 10-mile ride or whatever. And we had a cousin down there who had a store by the tracks. And so Helen and I went down, and we were there for maybe 2 or 3 nights. I can remember the train whistle blowing, keeping us awake at night. But anyway, after 3 or so nights, we went back to Poughkeepsie, and I still was waiting for that. But anyway, what did you want to
Tell them
You're asking me to say something else.
when you were the altar boy and the older boys were in the choir.
Oh, yeah.
And what happened?
That wasn't even funny.
It's a true story. Oh, it is
Well,
funny.
it's a story, but it's not funny.
We'll be the judge of that.
I was an altar boy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Going to school for biscuit. And I used to go and frisk everybody in the parish. But anyway, I was serving mass at the altar, and these guys were up singing in the choir loft. And they had the car. I didn't drive. I couldn't drive then. I was too young. But one of these guys could drive. I don't know if it was Frank or Louie or Pat or whomever. And after they finished singing in the choir, the 11 o'clock mass, they didn't even know I existed. So they go home in the car. I changed my robes, the altar boys' robes, hang them all up and go back out. Nobody was around. No father was around. So I knew there was a cab company down the block. So I went down to the cab company and I took a cab home. I figured Grandma will pay for it when I get home. A quarter for a cab. So indeed.
Did you have 2 nipples for a dime?
Story.
I had a friend, Patalucci, he used to use that line all the time.
Sorry, Uncle John, to interrupt.
Finish the story.
I didn't interrupt much of anything. But it was from that time that they always called me the little king. Always coming home in a cab.
You mentioned